Alright, y'all, it's Bandboys ENT, and I'm back with another one. This time I'm gonna be telling y'all how easy it is to set up and start an eBay store. So basically, a lot of people have been talking about how they started eBay stores, and I was peeping because I'm always on YouTube 24/7. That's what I do. I don't really watch TV. That's my TV, whatever. So I got a whole smart TV, and the only thing I really use is YouTube, Netflix every once in a while, man, Prime Video every once in a while, but YouTube mainly. So I seen people was doing this little eBay store, and I was like, I'm finna try this. Basically, what you're gonna want to do is go over to www.ebay, sign up with your little Gmail account, make an account. Only takes a couple minutes. Once you get your account made, you're basically in the door. You're gonna choose what you're gonna be selling. Some people sell clothes, car parts. Some people sell random, like electronics. The list goes on and on and on. You can get on there and just scroll and kind of fill it out. See what you can get, what kind of inventory you come across all the time that's selling on there, and basically you're gonna be in there. So you get your eBay set up. Now you're gonna want to find your inventory. After you decide what you're gonna be selling, in my case, it's car parts. That's what I sell, and clothing. So my main store is car parts though. So basically, if you want to start selling your car parts, you're gonna have to figure out your where you're gonna get your inventory from. And in my case, I like to go through auto auctions such as Copart or IAA auto auction, and abandoned confiscated vehicles. In your city, a lot of people get pulled over with no license and stuff like that, and the cops take their vehicle. That's your perfect opportunity to get a car for the low. So I would advise getting a car that doesn't run because if you're just starting out, I don't want you to be taking apart cars that run and stuff like that. It just doesn't make sense. You could just start flipping cars. Start flipping cars. That's my best advice. I also do that on the side. Hit that subscribe button. We don't miss out. We trying to get it in. So basically, y'all are gonna choose your inventory. Boom. So if you decided to go with clothing, that's cool. If you decided to go with car parts, that's cool. Either way, you're gonna have to pick your item and clean your item. So if it's clothing, you're gonna wash it. If it's a car part, you're gonna clean it. And so after the item's clean and ready to be posted, you're gonna photograph it. Now I went to Dollar Tree and Walmart and I picked up these cardboard, these little styrofoam cardboard pieces. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. And whiteboards like the ones you would make in school for a presentation. It's not a whiteboard. It's a box, but it's like a poster board, like a poster board type situation. Yeah. So I basically picked those up from Walmart or the Dollar Tree, and set them up like a photo booth. And then next, just get you a LED light. I actually use my work lights. I work on cars at night a lot, and I brought in my Husky work lights and just held them up while I took photos till I can get a tripod with the light on it. So basically, you just take photos. You can go to a well lighted room, just whatever works best for you. It's not that hard, trust me. And then after you get your photos taken, this is where the good part comes in. eBay actually has a background remover. So say you take a photo outside in broad day on the concrete, they have a background remover that whites out everything. And I'll demonstrate this all right here. So basically, you get your photos taken. Well, so basically you set up your makeshift photo booth, then you get your photos taken, and then you go back inside. Now keep your mobile device with you as well as your laptop, because for some reason the eBay background remover only shows up on your laptop. So if you're out and about and you're posting on eBay, you cannot use the background remover. And another thing is, if someone actually saves the item or messages you, you can't even go back to add the background remover. And a lot of people don't mention that, but that's very important that when you're listing, make sure you keep your computer by so that you can remove the background straight from the jump. Much easy after that. You basically clean your item, put in your photo booth, take your photos, post it, and you wait. You're waiting for your first sale, right? To be honest, my first sale came in the first 30 days. Alright, my guys, this is a little quick update. Your boy just hit his first sale, man. On my eBay store, I just hit the first sale. It's 1:33 in the morning, man. And they bought the radio bezel for the Dodge Durango or Dodge Chrysler Aspen, I mean. So I'm going to throw a little flick of it right here on the screen. But yeah, man, pretty exciting moment. I know that sounds long, but It is what it is, man. It's an eBay story. People don't trust it. That's another thing a lot of people don't talk about. Like when you first start making your first couple sales, it's gonna feel like it's slow. But I promise, after you make 3 sales, it just for some reason it just starts going up. Like people trust. But that's the same way here. You won't go buy from a store that has sold 0 items, or you won't go buy from a store that sold 1 item. I guarantee you won't. So it's always that one person that's like, fuck it, I'll trust this guy, and they do it, and that's what's gonna get your store running. Once people see, oh, he sold 2 items, sold 3 items, sold 4 items, and on this screen, it actually shows how many items you sell. So every time you make a sale, it actually shows people that click your page, oh, this person sold Wudu items, and there's sellers with upwards of 10,000 items sold. So this shows you how serious this game can get. And another thing is, I want to bring it up, is taxes. You can't avoid taxes. You're still gonna have to pay taxes. This is not free money. And yeah, it's a business, and eBay takes taxes and everything too. So just go in there and get your taxes transcript. I'll have everything pulled up for you. But I just want to throw that in there. You gotta make sure that you guys are on your taxes. And another thing is, yes, you can start your store if you're international, if you're in a different country. eBay does have it set up to where certain countries can get access, but don't quote me. You have to go in there and double check what countries have access. Another thing I wanted to talk about was shipping labels. So basically, you get your first sale, and now what are you gonna do? You're gonna go to Walmart or whatever. Hopefully, you already have your supplies, but just bubble wrap, package your item. So you're gonna take it to the post office. Now, eBay actually has a screen that says get your shipping label. You click that and it pulls up a QR code for the post office to scan. Once the post office scans that, they will tell you how much you owe. Now, depending on how much your product was listed for, the buyer could possibly have already paid the shipping. So you possibly don't have to pay nothing. But if you have it set up to where it's a flat rate, the buyer pays $5, but they tell you it's $10, you're gonna have to pay $5 to get it shipped, right? So you pay them $5, they take your package and send it out. Now, the big deal about this is because when I first started, nobody told me this. You don't get paid right away. You don't get paid until 3 days after the item lands. Not even just when the item lands. It has to be a whole 3 days after. Now they always do set an estimate release date for when you're gonna get paid, and that is good, but just waiting for the 3 days after is the main problem, and they do that just to make sure that the buyer of your product doesn't want a refund. And it does make sense. Everything makes sense. So just know that, say you sell something for $1,000, you're not gonna get your $1,000 right then, and you're not gonna get it when the item lands either. You're gonna get it 3 days after. So if it takes 5 days for the item to land, it's gonna take 8 days for you to get paid. And a lot of people don't mention that. That's why I'm saying I want to keep it real and let y'all know everything. Another thing is, say you go into the USPS and you pull up your shipping label and you don't have the money. A lot of people don't talk about this. Say your item weighed like something crazy and now you have to pay $100 for shipping, but you don't have the money. Don't feel bad. You always get a time frame that you can set on your handling time. So I would advise, if your money's not right and you're not sure if you can afford to send out packages, put your handling time 1 to 3 days, so that you at least have 3 days to get the money to send out the package. Now, if you have your handling time set for 1 day, as soon as somebody purchases the item, you need to go to the post office and you're gonna break bread out of your own pocket, and that's just what it is. It's business. You're still gonna make your money back, but at the end of the day, a lot of people don't talk about that. You're going to be spending money on shipping labels. Now, unless you set the shipping to where every single sale the buyer is covering the whole shipping cost. Now, in my case, I can't really do that because I sell different items. They vary in weight and everything. But if you're selling one consistent product, you can put a shipping rate of flat, and every time you go to the post office, they'll pay it, and it'll cost you $0. But a lot of people don't talk about this. So if you can't afford to send out the package, what do? You already hit purchase label. Now you're gonna go to this screen right here. You go to your eBay selling. Then next thing you know, you're gonna go to shipping and shipping labels. Now you're gonna go to want to cancel shipping label. I did not know this, and I paid $600 because I actually clicked purchase a label 3 times because my service was bad, and it thought I purchased the label 3 times. So I actually sold a whole bunch of parts, and they took the $600 because they thought I owed it. Now the good thing about that is they will recredit you if they see that that was not supposed to happen. But you click cancel label, boom, and now your shipping label is canceled. You do not owe nothing, and the whole order is cancel. So we're gonna take. I did skip a step, but it's refunding and canceling. So if you want to refund an order, it's simple. Say that the buyer paid and you can't find the product, or say you decided you sold it in person and now you can't sell it online, so you can easily just refund the buyer. Be careful, because a lot of people don't say this. If you refund the buyer the wrong way, you have to come out of your pocket to pay eBay back. And this happened to me, and it was a $400 balance because I mispaid somebody money that was supposed to go to somebody else. And I had two people contacting me, one saying that he got paid less, one was happy because he got paid more, and it was just a whole misunderstanding. So you guys got to be on top of how you refund. Make sure you guys refund the right amount that you're supposed to be refunding, and don't refund anything extra. It's actually pretty easy to get this eBay store rolling, I'm not gonna lie. And once you get the hang of it, it's rinse and repeat. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So I have faith that each and every one of y'all are gonna be able to get your store up and running and get your first sale within the first 30 days. I actually do have the clip of me getting my first sale, so I'm gonna go ahead and insert that into the video here. And I have my first couple sales, because it's just amazing. Even though my first sale was $20, I was just satisfied that, oh, this is actually gonna work. I'm selling stuff online, and I've been selling stuff in Facebook Market, locally, Craigslist. You know how that goes. Cars. I've been selling cars. I had like 15 cars. Like, it's crazy. So basically I have faith in all you guys. Just go ahead and go to eBay, sign up, and just know that there's going to be little holes that people don't talk about. You can't just get your items from wherever and just start selling them. They're going to ask you to verify sometimes, and if an order gets placed and you don't add the shipping, they're going to put your account on hold until you explain why you didn't add the shipping. It's literally a whole business, and the only thing I don't like about eBay, to be honest, is the customer service. So say your account gets put on hold, it will get sent to a specialist, and that could take 72 hours or something like that to get resolved, and they stand on that. It's going to take 72 hours normally, or at least 48. So make sure you don't do anything to get your account restricted or put on hold, so that you can keep your payments coming, and I promise you everything's gonna be good. Now, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and I hope y'all get y'all eBay store started. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, and comment what you think about starting your store. Let me know if you already started one, how your journey's going, and let me know if you guys got any tips and advice for my eBay store if you're a pro and you've been in the game for a while. But yeah, man, hit that like, comment, and subscribe. It's Bamboys ENT, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.